Lewis Hamilton won his fourth Drivers' Championship with 2 races to go, while Mercedes also led the Constructors' Championship. The Brit saw off the challenge of Ferrari's Sebastian Vettel with eventual ease after the German had a number of engine failures in the latter part of the season. But now Mercedes chief designer, John Owen, has lifted the lid on how they were able to have such a successful campaign. Formula One introduced tighter regulations at the beginning of the year, and the silver arrows adjusted accordingly to leave room for contingency plans. Lewis Hamilton's car was not at 100 last season. I set the objective to build a 90% car for 2017. John Owen speaking about Lewis Hamilton's car. I set the objective to build a 90% car for 2017, Owen told F1 Racing magazine. It might seem strange not to aim for 100%, but the problem you face in any new set of rules is that you can't be certain of the challenges you'll face along the way, how the rules evolve, whether the tires behave differently from how you expected. There's a lot of unknowns there, so you aim for a car that can cover as many different circumstances as possible, and accept that it might not be the pinnacle of optimization. We built a lot of adjustment into the car, the capability to react to things we saw. Tuesday, December 5, 2017. Conor McGregor and Lewis Hamilton were at the Fashion Awards last night. Unfortunately, most of the things we had to adapt to we hadn't seen coming, so we carried a lot of compromise through the year for things that didn't need to be changed, and we struggled a bit with those that did. Owen goes on to explain how the car had extra space that would not usually have been there in years gone by. What I mean by a 90% car is that it's quite spacious in places, he added. John Owen Wright designs the cars for Mercedes. The reason for that was to enable us to react during the design process and move things around. We didn't know where the aerodynamic development would take us. To some extent, what areas of the car would need to find more space on for aero performance, what areas were safe zones where you don't find any aero. If you can move things around in the car and not have to reinvent every part of it with every new development, it's quite wise. Lewis Hamilton and John Owen had a successful season as they claimed the double. We did have a very late change to one aspect of the power unit, and because of our philosophy we could accommodate it reasonably well. If that had happened on our 2016 car, it would literally have been a case of tearing up the design and starting again. It was nice to have that little bit of breathing space, whereas for the next car we can afford to be a lot more aggressive.